Welcome to Cat the Minion YouTube channel. My name is Theresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be a weekly overview for March 21st through the 27th. I'm using the Work Your Light. No, not the Work Your Light. God damn it. I always get scrambled when I try to say these out loud. The Wild Unknown Tarot. There we go, words. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And the Radley Valentine Angel deck. Alright, so I've got the book here for the animals, because I usually find that I need it. Now, usually there's one card per deck per slot, but I did have a double come out. I tried to get singles, and I had it trying to come out twice, so I was like, alright, I'll just take one. But it came out on the Friday, which is a Venus day, which rules 2 planets, so maybe that's why, but we'll see when we get there. Is there anything happening? Well, I'll check the individual days when I get there. So I've got those decks, and we're going to start with Sunday, the 21st. So we have the number of the World card. It could also break down to 3, which would be the Empress. And the Sunday is ruled by the Sun itself. Now the Sun on the 21st is the first day that the Sun is in Aries, having moved out of Pisces. So the Sun in Aries is actually the 3 of Wands, so we might be dealing with ships rolling in or looking into the future. So let's take a look at this. The High Priestess inverted. Okay, so she's number 2. Now what's interesting is I have a moon here. Traditionally, the High Priestess is the moon. I usually get Piscean energy with her. But it's like we're moving out of the dream world into the daylight, right? We're moving out of Pisces into Aries. It's like I'm not picking up these dreams anymore. And we have the 4 of Air. Now, what's interesting is this is the rest and recuperation card. Taking a nap. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. It's like my dreams were so active, I woke up tired, and now I need a nap again. Right? I wasn't all the way in my body. 4 of Swords is traditionally Jupiter in Libra, but I've reassigned it Neptune. So again, this Piscean energy is falling away. It's like I'm still groggy from this, pulling that deep into my subconscious, and I need a minute. Interestingly enough, it goes from 2 to 4, and the 3 is in the middle. Okay, so I have Crow inverted. This is also 4, because there's 4 letters here. I'm seeing it as Crown, though. Like the Crown Chakra. Look at this. We have almost the exact same sphere here. And it's like, this is like the dream world, and now it's starting to like light up for the sunlight. It's almost like a mood ring. I always forget what this guy is, so I'm going to have to read him anyway. 65. Air Elemental inverted usually tells me like there's something that's not taking off, or it's been grounded. Like a crash landing. Or it's almost like there's too much ground and not enough lift. Like there's an aerodynamic that's lost. But I'm looking at the crown energy, and it's like I can't open up my crown because I'm sleepy from all this subconscious draw. So in this position, it's ungrounded and hypersensitive. Symbol of magic, spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. Drawn to the supernatural, has a gift for seeing the unseen. But here it's like I'm not seeing it. Sort of reiterating the High Priestess. The past, the present, and the future. Energy that should be tapped into when the mind is clear. Okay. So here, maybe not rest, but more of self-study. I'm within myself. The Four of Air is a little bit of a low vibration of the Hanged Man. It's like my system is down while I'm getting an upgrade. And this is coming off the heels of the previous week where the last thing was talking about bodily upgrades for spiritual downloads. And we see here that in order to supercharge the tower, that there's like a moment where it's down while things are like while the person is resting. And again, this is coming off of like a deep subconscious journey. Alright, so let's see what's happening on the 22nd. Moon Day. 22, double 11. Very auspicious. Okay, so this is the first day of Venus in Aries, according to the thing that I saw, which may or may not be correct. Venus following the sun. So now I have the Four of Swords inverted. I just heard good day sunshine, but I see this sun disk off of the lamb's third eye chakra, and it's like waking up to illumination, but now it's like in the moon zone. It's almost the opposite of what was going on here. It's like turning the switch on and off. Like, turn it off and reboot and see if it loads into the new wiring yet. The Chariot inverted. Look at this. 7 and 4 is 11 inverted. Archangel Metatron. Reconfiguring the pattern. What's this other card? The Eagle. Oh, okay, so this is like a tower moment. Energy of 5, a shift or a pivot. But upright. Look at this. It's the same sun disk. I see an eagle. I feel like I've been talking about epic rap battles of history a lot, but there's one where there's like a presidential one. I don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Trump and Hillary or Mitt Romney and somebody, but they had Abraham Lincoln come in with an eagle, and he's like, "Eagle!" And it like picks him up. Eagle. Come on, man, where are you? Where you at? Oh, if I just looked at the page number that I wrote on the card, that would have helped. All-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. Oh, okay, so that's what some of this, like, on and off switch is. It's like I upgraded my karma software, like an antivirus. I upgraded my anti-karma software, and now I have to restart my computer. The eagle emanates the light of the sun, physically and spiritually strong. So that's, in order to be spiritually strong, there has to be grounding. In order to be physically strong, you have to be kind of present and aware of yourself inside your body. It says, when the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. So we have a 5 here, which is a pivot, and there is, didn't I say tower? I did say tower. 11 and and 5 is 6. Yeah, that's the Tower. Okay. It says, grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, Eagle Child. Alright. So this is like, when I turn my computer back on, suddenly it's supercharged. Okay. Is that the Queen of Wands? No, it's the Queen of Swords. Or is it? Never mind. I'm having a conversation with myself. 9 minutes. Okay, no great in here. Okay, so the 23rd, Tuesday with Mars energy. Let's see. On the 23rd, is there anything going on? According to my probably not correct information. The moon in Cancer. So the moon in Cancer, the moon energy, and also there. That's interesting. Is there? That is the 4 of Cups. Dealing with stuff that's sort of dissatisfying that you're not usually want to deal with in some way. Things that you've been avoiding or wishy-washy about or just apathetic in dealing with. It's being forced. So again, the Chariot inverted. Interesting. With shadow facts here. The moon and the sun. Wearing a pentacle. Capricorn and Venus energy. Okay. So I have the black egg inverted. And the King of Earth inverted. Why is this upside down? We're dealing with the shadow world. King of Pentacles is a 5. 14 breaks down to 5. And half 14, 7. But 7 and 5 is a Hangman energy because it's 12. But let me read the black egg. Because I don't always remember what these are. 8. The energy of 8. So we're dealing with timelines here. This is like really purple. I'm getting third eye because this looks like a pine cone. But let me see what it says. 97. Okay, this has to do with the throat chakra despite everything. This is like the truth hasn't come out in some way. Right? The truth is hanging. It's like an egg teetering on the... It's like Humpty Dumpty. All the king's horses and all the king's men aren't going to be able to stuff this cat back in the bag. Once the truth is out, it's out. So what's interesting is that this is sort of like a warning. And it's not to say, like, careful, this isn't what you want to hear. It's like, there's going to be a rapid and material, and like a shift in the structure of the material world, of manifestation, of potentially a change in the way money and resources work. Once this egg, once somebody presses play on the video and the egg actually hits the ground and cracks open, and suddenly the truth comes out. So even though this reading started off possibly being personal, it looks like it's dealing with like the hidden underpinnings of society. But it could also be something going on in your own life too, like some big truth bomb that's about to splatter everywhere, and with great speed and movement forward. It's like and even the day 23 breaks down to 5, there's a shift happening. We're switching gears. We're going to make that omelet. All right, so that's interesting. And it's like not always specific what it's talking about too, because the energy pattern could be a framework for lots of different things going on, right? It could be like something going on with a court case that dramatically affects your resources or finances or health, or again, it could be like a whole global economical thing. Okay. Just checking my focus here. I feel like that could be slightly better. No. Okay. So we're looking at Wednesday, Mercurial energy, and we also have 24, which breaks down to 6, and I think I need to blow my nose a little bit. 6 is the Lover's card, which is also Mercurial energy because it's Gemini, which could be a highly considered decision or healing, an informed choice, or the masculine and feminine energy coming together. Let's see what we got here. The World inverted. I'm getting a little bit of the World is not enough, even though that's usually a 4 of Pentacles energy for me. Got a card. Page of Water inverted. Drowned World / substitute for love. Scorpion inverted. So if chartreuse in orange and a little bit of red. It's like the lower chakras. Was this inverted? I think the Scorpion came inverted. Let's turn this over to look at it. Fire and water. And the World is earth energy. I think this needs to be in the challenge position because I'm really fussing with it. Scorpio. Scorpionic energy. Water card inverted. We need to go deeper. Now, I've assigned the Page of Cups. Neptunian energy. Interesting. Okay. 7, 8. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 8. So we're coming in with this infinity loop too. There's like a timeline, or like it's like a Mobius strip, where it's like, when it's describing this in one of these other week readings, that an 8 as an infinity symbol can be like a sphere cut in half and then opened up, where it's like you keep riding around that rim, but if you closed it and put those two together, you'd have the equator and you'd have this completed sphere, and the feedback loop would shift. 25. Okay. So there's something that's not resolved, and there's a push between like an attack that's like based in anger and jealousy, or just the drive for freedom itself, right? It's like you can, if you're going to attack, you can do it because you're jealous, or you could attack because someone's trying to pin you down and you want this freedom. And that way it gives a little bit of an 8 of Swords energy instead of 8 Wands. Career important, few select friends. Okay, here we go. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past. Usually a situation where they are left feeling burned. This is something that's unresolved. Right? It's like if the world is upside down, it means that you've tried to go too far without closing out a karmic cycle. You're supposed to hit that 20 and then go to the 21 like this and be like, ah, now I can wander about. I've handled all my business. This Page of Cups, that's like, this situation doesn't hold water. I can't build on it. I'm emotionally drained. And I've had just about enough of this shit. Right? Because it just keeps coming back around over and over again because it's not resolved. Got an eyelash situation here, and I sound like a wheezy tea kettle. Okay. How much time we got on this segment? 14 minutes. Okay, so we're looking at the 25th. Thursday, Jupiter energy. 2 and 5 breaking down to 7. And also the energy of the Hierophant and the High Priestess. I'm seeing it like as like 2 of the kings. Like the King of Wands and the King of okay, apparently Pentacles. I was going to say Swords. Apparently it's Wands and Pentacles. Probably because there's Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. Okay. Son of Cups. Son of Beach. Shit. It's a little bit of a scene from the movie Stripes there. Alright. The Knight of Cups. Little, very S. Some kind of essence. Interesting. The Knight of Fire inverted. That's really interesting. Notice how I said it's like 2 kings, but they're coming in as knights. It's like which one has the right to the kingdom. But it looks like whoever's coming from an emotionally centered place and not like hot to trot. That's like if the Scorpion wants to have dominance over their territory, they can't just be angry about the past. They need to open up their heart center and release what's in there. Let's see what this card is. The Whale inverted, right? I need to go deeper. There's a lot of shadow work down in the depths. So I have 5 here, which is that shift or pivot. Let me look at the Whale. Sorry, I keep yawning. I've had a day here. Okay, so this out of balance says heavy and slips into the old story, which is what was going on in the Wednesday, right? This unresolved shit keeps coming back to bite me in the ass, and every time it does, I'm like, "Argh! Argh!" You know, like stingy. Now, normally this is a desire to delve deeper and ancient wisdom and obtaining peace and all this. Now, what's interesting is it's almost like it's like a tempest in a teacup, right? This whale is like in this cup somehow. I feel like I want a clarifier card. I haven't done that for this Yeah. I want to clarify what's going on with the Whale and the Knight of Fire. You know what? I feel like these... In the Thoth deck, the kings are called knights because they're errant. And then the knights are called princes. And the sun here is more along the line of the prince format. And then the knight here is more like reminding me of the king out and about. Two princes. My spin doctors. Two princes kneel before you, or something like that. It's this one. Six of Earth. Gifts of money, time, or effort. New career opportunities. Receiving a loan or paying off debts. Okay. So the old story is one of debt. There's an opportunity here to emotionally start releasing a karmic debt. In which there was a lack of compassion and there was a shallowness involved in a situation or society in general. Right? It's like a tit for tat kind of energy. A you owe me, not a I'm learning from this experience. It's, you know, I might help you out, but you're gonna pay me back with interest. Or what's mine is mine, what's yours is mine, and you're like, wait a goddamn second, that's not right. Okay, so there's an emotional breakthrough involved in overcoming this old repeating story that keeps trying to play out over and over again. Okay. So we're looking at Friday, which is Venus energy. The 26th. So we have that number 2 again, and then we have it with 6, which is the Lover's Mercurial energy plus the High Priestess. The overall is me blowing my nose. It's 8, which is usually justice or strength, but I'm seeing it in my head as justice because I get the High Priestess and I get a choice, and then I have potentially justice, and to me that's an informed decision that's also using intuition to arrive at a just solution. And the undercurrent of it possibly also being strength is like I am confident in my decision based on the evidence and the vibration that's coming off of the parties involved. Okay. So we have the Hangman. This is, in this card, it's a bat. And it's like I'm picking up the radio signal and I'm working on deciphering it. Right? I'm downloading the files and I'm going to unzip them in a second. I'm waiting for my torrent to finish. So you have the 7 of Earth inverted, a little bit of impatience here. There's a little bit of an energy of like ungroundedness. What's the Seven of Pentacles? Saturn and Taurus. It's like I wasn't able to... I was trying to hurry before and go through the motions, and the stuff that I did didn't pan out. Like, why didn't I have growth in my life? Why didn't I have abundance? Like, let me download the manual and actually take the time to go through the steps instead of just trying to fudge it without the instructions. Alright, so we have the Gazelle inverted. 7 energy. So another idea of possibly the Chariot inverted. And again, this lower chakra energy with the orange and the chartreuse and a little bit of red and yellow mixed in there for funsies. Crown energy. We have a tree, crown energy. The Hangman with the bat, sonar, third eye energy. And then this gazelle. And then Firefly inverted. I feel like this is a progression this way in terms of similarity. So I have branches, antlers, and then I have a sun disk, and then I have a disk of light in the dark, and then I have the light in the dark coming together. With this, I'm sitting in finally getting the download. So let me see what these cards are doing. Oh, look at the gazelle. I better start another segment because I will forget. I want to make sure that's still in focus. Kind of. In this position, food allergies, insomnia, or a racing mind. Anxiety, why isn't this working? What's taking so long? 7 and 7. And the antelope, although it's coming in here, fire elemental. 7 of wands is inverted, is like I'm like my position is weakening or I'm dropping my guard. Like I'm letting go of this upheld belief that this is what I wanted. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper-vigilant. This can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. Right? It's like, this isn't going exactly how I thought it would be. I hate it. I'm gonna throw it out. What the fuck? Okay. So there's a need for being present, right? This is, I'm trying to hurry. This is, I need to slow down. I can't sleep. I'm having a hard time eating. And my brain is going 100 miles an hour. So let's see what's going on with the Firefly here. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm just tired. So in this inverted position, Firefly is burnt out and feeling dull, right? I'm so tweaked, I'm exhausted. I don't know what to do now. This is, the Firefly in the upright is like a high frequency eureka moment. Like, super excited, high frequency charge, really fleeting. Right? It's like brainstorms and like it's sudden inspiration and stuff like that. But here it's just like, I can't even, like, I can't even come up with new ideas because I'm friggin' burnt out. You know, it's like I feel like things are slipping through my hands. But then this burnout over putting a lot of energy into something that you thought was going to come into fruition faster, it's like, well, if you're tired, sleep on it and try to do some grounding and breathing and let the subconscious take over the minute details. Let the universe co-create with you and stop worrying about everything so much, so that you can get that download, that 12. That subconscious Piscean push to move forward. Okay. Oh, now the battery's gonna go. God damn it. I'll see how long it lasts. I'll have to do another segment, I guess. So let's look at... Oh, this is the last one. Maybe I can get it before the battery dies. Saturn energy on the 27th, so we have a total of 9. Might be looking at 9 Pentacles, but we also have this idea of the High Priestess and... Sorry, I'm going to yawn again. The High Priestess and the Chariot, but it could also be the Hermit, which might have to do with the inner child because of the Virgo energy. Well, let's see. Oh, there's a 9 right there. 9 of Cups inverted. Moon? Some kind of moon energy on here. Although, I'm getting Jupiter and Pisces. The High Priestess coming in with Piscean energy instead of moon energy. When I was moving this card around, I heard whatever makes you happy can't be that bad by Sheryl Crow. Makes you happy can't be that bad. 9 of Cups again. Why is there moon energy? 9 and 9 is 18 and inverted. It's like a nightmare. Never go full moon. Oh, when's the full moon? Oh, the full moon is the day after this. Whoa, full moon in Libra. That's why it's split in half. Intense, okay. Another bit of... I got... I was either at the beginning of this one or the beginning of the week before this. I got Madonna, Drowned World / Substitute for Love. Alright, whatever makes you happy, it can't be that bad. But apparently, for an extended period of time, it turns into a nightmare. Right, I'm stagnating. I'm not really getting the emotional fulfillment that I need. And it's affecting my ability to manifest in the material world. It's affecting my health. Depression. So we have Hyena. Again with the moon, but it's split in half. I'm getting a little bit, especially with this triangle here, it's making me think of Brain Damage from Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. Hyena coming in with an energy at 5, which is a shift or a pivot. Pyramid on the moon. Huh. Maybe there's a pyramid on the moon, I don't know. On the dark side where the aliens hide out. 123. It's like, I feel like the moon is like somebody who's wearing a hospital gown with their ass hanging out, and because they don't want like the crowd of people to see it, they just sort of like crab walk sideways with their ass to the wall. That's the dark side of the moon. Like, nobody's seeing my naked butt crack with aliens and pyramids. It's a good thing I had to change the battery, because it just let out this rip-roaring yawn that would have given Chewbacca pause. Okay. So right as I was talking about the joke about the hospital gown and the ass crack and all that. It says hyena, humor, wit, and sarcasm. So this, in this position, it says it's actually charming, witty, and fun to be around. And the reason that this is the humor, wit, and sarcasm is because of that old laughing hyena thing. I don't know, I guess maybe they make weird noises and people thought it sounded like laughter, but it goes into these, like, cartoons and stuff. You know, like in The Lion King, they had, oh, what was Whoopi Goldberg's fucking hyena called? Shanji or something like that? I don't remember. And then they had Ed, who was... Wait, no. I think Ed was the one who didn't talk at all. He just was really stupid. And then the other one was played by Cheech Marin, but I don't remember what his name was. But anyway, the hyenas. Jokester and a crowd pleaser. Ah, but below the surface, there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. What did I say? 9 of Cups is a dream card. It's a half moon, right? Any 9 is a dream card. The 9 of Swords, nightmare. 9 of Wands, slightly less stressful nightmare. Cups and Pentacles, usually in the upright position, it's like a dream. Oh, my dreams are fulfilled. I feel warm and fuzzy inside. But when you pour it out, it's like, now I'm having a bad dream. Dream, number 9 Dream by John Lennon. I don't remember how it goes right now, but listen to that song. Not the Beatles song number 9 from the White Album, but the number 9 Dream by John Lennon by himself. Time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships, or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? Okay, so it's like, this is on the 25th, it's like I'm battling to have an emotional healing to this old story that keeps coming up and like chapping my ass. Here, it's like I tried to do work and it just made me tweak, and now I need to have some kind of resolution. And here it's like, maybe you've had a coping mechanism of being like, ha ha, I'm fine, we're having fun. But before this new moon hits, right, or on the back end of the new moon, it's like you need to realize that you might have some coping mechanisms that are keeping you in a nightmare phase where your dreams are fading away from either hand. But we need to have this balance because the full moon in Libra is going to lay this whole scene open. And this is kind of a warning. It's a heads up. It's saying, what's the download? What's the bat getting? What's this file that's going to be unzipped? It's how to turn that nightmare back around. Right? It's like, you can be fun to be with, but you also want to be happy. You don't want to be that that sad clown thing. You don't want to end up like Robin Williams. You know? You don't want to be the comedian that's the most depressed person in the room. Alright, so that's some heavy realness, both on a personal and societal level. Alright, so if you want to get a personal reading, let me get this up where it needs to be. It's a little bit fuzzy. It's warm and fuzzy. Okay. Kind of. That looks pretty good. It probably could be better though. Let me see. Okay. Did I just make that? I can't tell if I just made that worse. If you want to get a personal reading, the list of readings I offer and how much they cost is going to be down in the description box underneath here. If you'd like to contribute to my channel, help me keep this going, there, if I could speak English, you can donate PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. But if you'd like stuff for contributing money, I have merch and prints and actual art items there. Prints and some art items, I'm donating portions to charity. If you get 3 or more items on Etsy, you can use coupon code 3star17 and get 17% off. So you get 3 chapbooks, it's going to be like $10, and then you use the coupon code, and then it'll be like $8.50 instead. Or if you get something that's like $150, then you could get 2 chapbooks and then take 17% off, and you might still save some money. So that would be helpful to people. So I've got like foam lotuses and drawings and paintings and etching and a couple of watercolors and some other stuff over there. And then merch and prints is a lot of psychedelic stuff. There's some portraits, some fashion. And then I've got coloring books, and I've got a dark poetry book if you want to get through some of those nightmare feelings that poetry might be good. Or you could get a sample, you get a chapbook pack, you get a couple of drawings, it's like an oracle card, and then you get a little tiny booklet with a few poems in it, and it's like a sampler. Anything else? I don't think so. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.